Listen up.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, Kel.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to a podcast. Who would have thought a podcast? When does that ever happen? Well, we've had appeal for the last couple of weeks at the radio station we're broadcasting out of, so we're ready to get back into podcasting. It's a very hello to Lucy.
Hello.
A very hello to Casey.
Hello, hello.
And I am also here. Yes, if you listen for any amount of time to the radio station we're connected to, 89.9 The Light, we have had a couple of weeks of appeal. So no podcasting, but we are back. Are you ready to podcast, guys?
I am so ready. We've got stuff we need to talk about.
We've got a lot of stuff on the show you're going to hear if you missed out on the show this morning, but also there's been a lot of stuff happening in our own personal lives. Most recently, we all caught up together outside of work.
We did. We had a staff Christmas party yesterday.
And now, staff Christmas parties can go one of two ways. They can go well or not so well.
Well, I just want to say this. This is the on-air team of The Light. Yeah. So the on-air broadcasters, the podcasters.
There's a small group
producers,
of people.
small group. And as a team, we're a very tight team and everyone gets along super well. So it's a lovely group of people. Yeah. Like no matter who you sit next to, you know you're going to have a great chat. I was lucky I got to sit next to Casey.
That's not true. That is not true at all.
Okay, all right. That's
that
not
is
true.
absolutely not
all
what
right,
happened.
Okay.
So we sat together at the start,
Yeah.
like good husband and wife, and about 30 seconds in, you were like, don't like the look of how this is working out. And there was a
Casey
spare.
arrived and she went and sat down the far end. And I'm like,
no one
is that-
saved a spot for me, actually.
Can I
just say?
spots. You can't save spots.
I went in and
You
I said
can't
to
save
Lydia, I was
spots.
like, where did you save me a seat? She was like, I was like, oh,
You can't though.
I'm not loved.
Because then if you block a seat out and someone comes along and they're like, can I sit here? Like, no.
No.
You're pretty much saying, I don't like you. I like Casey better.
No, but
You can't
no.
save seats
Look,
at
there's a
staff
lot of
parties.
emotion.
You cannot.
I would never ask to sit there if I can see it's clearly a safe seat.
Yeah, but you're not everyone. Other people would have
well,
walked
they
over
should
to
be
me.
like me.
Moments
Yeah,
ago,
no.
Lucy said everyone gets along really well, and obviously...
Anyway, I did.
So what happened was you sat next to me, you saw a better opportunity, you tapped me on the shoulder, and you said, see you
Bye.
later.
And I walked down the end to where Case and Lids and Jackson, and we realised all the girls were down one end, and I left all the boys at the other end, and that was quite fine. And we had a bit of a divide happening.
Do you really want the boys getting involved in your conversations?
No, we love the boys, but we just obviously needed girl gang time.
Yeah.
What did you guys talk about?
Wedding dresses,
Yes.
girly stuff.
Yes, we'll bring that to the show.
Yeah, we will bring that to the show eventually.
All right.
Wedding dresses, life, being girls,
Nutrition.
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 Lucy educated me.
Casey's rashes.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
It's true.
Happy I maybe was sitting at the end of the table I was sitting
We
at.
did the thing where like, let's all go to the toilet together.
Yes,
we
we
did that.
You did. You
We had
made a big
chats in
deal
there.
about going to the toilet together.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what the boys talked about at the other end of the
What did you
table?
talk about?
Video games and the cricket.
Mercy.
So that's what we talked
I'm
about.
so glad I moved.
Wow.
So glad I moved.
Are you guys all playing video games, Cam from the Daily and everyone?
Relatively on different levels, we are all playing. The majority of the person talking about video games was Rob from the Drive Show.
okay.
I would
he's
say
had a
he'd be
he's
a
had a
big-
newborn, and he is lamenting that he doesn't get enough time.
So I would say he's a big gamer. You're a gamer. I don't think Cam would game, and I don't think MJ would game.
They do a little bit. A lot of FIFA, like Casey's husband.
Yeah.
Is
a
that
lot
soccer?
Yeah, a lot of a thing called 2K, which is the basketball video game.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You know if you know, Liz.
Well, there you go. Anyway, it was a lovely party. I will say this. There was a Kris Kringle where everyone drew out names. We all had different people. The funny thing was the girl who organised it, Lydia, lovely girl. She organised the whole party. She's amazing. I'm thrilled because I used to have to organise it and it's not my job anymore. So she organised it. She organised the Kris Kringle. Not sure what happened in the Kris Kringle, but Lydia ended up with multiple Kris Kringle gifts addressed to her, which I thought was hilarious. And she tried to give one away to someone who didn't get one. And she gave this gift to this lady who'd somehow been missed. And she's like, this is yours. And then Lydia walked away. And at the end, this lovely lady, Jo, went to Lydia and was like, I actually was the one who bought this gift. So, and Lydia had given it back to her.
Yeah.
She'd bought it for Lydia. And Lydia's like, here's your gift. And the lady's like, no, it's not because I bought it. Anyway, so Lydia walks out with all these gifts. And I thought Lydia would be like, oh, I'll put them down. Lid's nut. She just walked out with her new handbags and her Mecca gift cards. And I was like, that's a queen attitude. But we're going to make sure we look after the people that weren't blessed because that was an oversight.
Well, so funny.
The weird thing about that Kris Kringle was it was a relatively normally run Kris Kringle, except for the fact that a lot of people still to this point don't know who gave whom what.
Yeah.
Like Casey has no idea
did
who
you
gave.
have?
I guess straight away that it was Cam. I
Right.
was telling you guys, I reckon
yeah.
it would be
Do you
this
know who had
particular
me?
group. No.
You don't? No.
No.
I don't know either.
The clues were it was a gift card
Yeah, it was a gift card, and the card
Yeah.
itself was like from
Boy
KK.
writing.
It was boy writing.
It was big, bulky
So I nailed it down.
boy writing.
Yeah, and I messaged Cam. I was like, "Is this you?" Actually, no, it is you, and thank you. And then he said it was me. I'm a man of
well
no
done.
words. Yeah,
you
I got it
followed
straight
the
off.
clues and you worked out who it was.
I don't know who got me mine. I don't know.
I only know who got me mine because they came to you directly and said that they couldn't understand what
Yes,
Kel would
Ash.
possibly want
she
for
goes,
Christmas.
What do I get in?
Yeah.
And I told her.
So thank you, Ash. It was a wonderful
Yeah, I still
present
don't
that
know
she got
who
me.
did. Anyway.
Yeah, that's so funny.
There you go.
And can I tell you something? The person who I got,
Yes.
they asked me directly, "Oh, did you get me? Because I don't know who it was." And I was like, "Nah, not me." But I did like a face, as in like, "Nah, not me,"
Why would
thinking
you
that she'd be like,
lie?
"Oh, you're like joking.
She'll
It
get
is
it.
you." And she didn't get it. She's like, "Oh, I wonder who it is." And I was like, "I wonder." And I just didn't say anything.
Who did you have?
I had Kate.
What did she
Right.
I haven't
do?
said anything since.
So Kate
Well,
still doesn't know who.
she doesn't know. I was doing it as a
even
joke.
after talking
Maybe
to the person
Kate
that
had me. I reckon.
Probably.
I
Anyway,
reckon.
so she doesn't know, and I
It's
did it
funny.
as
It's all a bit of
joke.
fun, isn't it,
Yeah.
Kris Kringle? I like it as long as it's not bad Santa. I hate bad Santa. It gives
Love,
me anxiety and stress.
love.
We
Nothing more
we
than
have
bad
done it here
Santa.
at the Light for years as the whole team, like 30 people fighting over.
Love
and
it.
I have cried. It is very stressful. You'll get the one dream thing you want and then someone will snatch it off you and then you'll be left with like, I don't know, a tea cozy. I don't like bad Santa. Stressful.
If you want to sort out who the people are in your workspace, do a bad Santa. You will find out very quickly
Brutal.
what sort of people you're
It is
working with.
brutal. It is like it harks back to the days of like the Romans would throw people in the pit with lions. That's what bad Santa is.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Anyway.
Into throwing Christians to the lions, which is not something I want to unpack on this podcast. Let's get to the rest of the show, everyone.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Down at the news desk.
Yeah, very much so.
Here we go.
Aussies passed on and regifted $1.3 billion worth of presents last Christmas.
Billion with a B.
Billion. $1.3 billion worth of presents.
That they did not purchase themselves. It was given to them and then they gave it to somebody else.
They said 4.5 million people have regifted something they didn't want. On average, each person regifts around $300 worth of presents.
Each person?
2 in 5 Aussies say they have got terrible gifts, and 1 in 5 have said, and we're going to regift them. How wild is that statistic?
Look, there's a lot to unpack,
It's a lot to regift.
unwrap here.
1 in 5 are regifters. I'm surprised because I would have thought it was like 4 in 5.
Well, let's talk regifting. Let's talk about where we stand on regifting. I would believe, not that I put a lot of time and effort into thinking about it, because you get most of the gifts for everybody. Even the gifts I get people, you get for me to give to them.
Yeah.
Regifting, how do we feel about it? Let's cross live now to Lucy.
If I'm looking at, and again, you know me, I don't ever want anything to become about gender. I don't like pitting man
Wow.
against woman.
This sounds important.
I really believe that regifting is a female thing.
Okay.
Because I look at Kel and I think if Kel I've seen Kel get terrible gifts.
You've
and-
seen me unwrap presents and you're like, that's terrible.
Yeah, I've seen you get terrible gifts,
Really?
and I know what Kel does. He puts it in the cupboard. It sits there.
Never think about it again.
He never thinks about it. 1 year later, he does his yearly chuck out. Shrink in the bin.
Right.
I once bought him a Wrexham beanie. Now, the TV show Wrexham, welcome to Wrexham, great TV show. I bought him a Wrexham beanie, which I thought was a great gift because the man loves beanies. Never saw him wear it. I've never seen it ever again. Now, I know he didn't regift it. I know it's in the back of his cupboard and it'll be chucked
it's
out.
somewhere there. Sorry. Guess who's wearing a beanie tomorrow?
If you can find the Wrexham beanie. So I'm going to say Kel is not a regifter. However, do you think I'm a regifter, Kel? Just before I announce what I think the rules of regifting are, do you look at Lucy and go...
Well, you said it's a
"This-
lady thing and you are a lady.
Yeah.
So, and I would suggest I'd say yes, I think you might think it's some sort of recycling.
It is. It's reuse, recycle, repurpose, restore the planet, save some money, give it on to someone who might truly like it. Now, I would say this. I'm a regifter.
You love a regifting?
Yes, but there are rules around regifting.
Well, can I ask I think this is the most important question. Because
Yeah.
do you like regifting?
I love it.
All right. Casey, do you like regifting? Crossing now to our producer, Casey.
Yeah, I love it.
Love it. Love the act of regifting. Love
Yeah.
regifting the gifts that you've given
Yeah.
and giving them to your girlfriends.
Yeah.
Can I ask this
Yeah.
question?
Yes,
This is a
yes,
very
yes.
important question.
Yes, yeah.
And based on this
Yeah.
answer, I feel we'll either move forward
Yeah.
as a population
Yeah.
or we'll come to a grinding halt.
Yeah.
How do you feel
Yeah.
about somebody regifting to you?
Oh, I hate it.
That's what I thought.
I hate it. Don't give me a
This
regifted
is where
gift.
it all falls apart.
I can tell if you've given me a regifted gift. I'm like, what's this? This is
What
not
is
quite
this
right.
energy?
It's just the truth.
Just 2 seconds ago, nothing wrong with regifting, greatest thing you could ever do. Somebody regifts you,
Yeah.
and you're like, how dare
Look,
you?
I'm very self-aware, and I will put my hand up and go, I'm a Christmas hypocrite. I'm a Christmas. No, it didn't work.
A hippo Christmas?
I know that's silly, but this isn't about do you like receiving regifted gifts. That's a different talk topic altogether. Today we're just focusing on do you like giving away things that aren't quite right? Because what are you going to do? Like, okay, I'll be completely honest. Do your family listen to this show in the morning?
Occasionally.
Okay.
Mum's probably listening right now.
Okay. Then I won't. It wasn't your mum. It wasn't your mum.
wow.
It wasn't your mum, but it was someone in your family.
Okay.
Someone once.
Right.
Not immediate family.
Yeah.
They gave us some mugs once.
Did they?
Yes.
Great.
And they weren't, and I love mugs, but I got a lot of mugs and they weren't my style of mugs. And I'm all about when you drink out of a mug, you have to love the aesthetics of the mug.
Who did you give those mugs to?
I can't remember, but I have a box at home. I have a gift box and I buy things, or if things come up and about, I'll pop them in the gifting box. Sometimes if I get things I don't love, I'll put them in the regifting box, and the mugs went in there and then I moved them on, but I can't remember who I moved them on to.
Well, there's a lot of emotions. Lucy is
I'm a
hypocrite.
I'm a hypocrite, but I'm a pro regifter.
I think we should throw it out to the Light family.
No, I'll be completely honest. Just say Casey was given a Tiffany & Co necklace and she didn't like it and she regifted it to me, I would like that.
Sure.
But say Casey was given some SpongeBob SquarePants boxer shorts and then she gave them to me, I would not like that.
How do we feel about regifting Light family? And there's no shame because Lucy is on record saying that she does it to everybody else, does not like it happening to her.
My sister goes, I bought Mum a bag for Christmas. On second thoughts, I don't think she'll like it. Then she described the bag and I go, woo. And she goes, would you like it? And I said, I would love that. And she goes, done. That's your Christmas present. So I'm getting this handbag that she
Wow.
bought for my mum that now she's kind of, in a way,
Well, this
regifting
is
to me.
even more confusing now. In the space of 5 minutes, Lucy loves regifting to other people, hates it when it happens to her.
Yeah, but loves it.
Unless
It's my
it's a
sister.
great gift.
Yeah, and it's a designer handbag.
Yeah. The caveat is if it's a designer handbag,
It's okay.
gift away.
Oh, it's funny.
A lot of people weighing on the text.
Karen in Malvernese goes, I would give a gift I don't like to someone, but I would let them know.
That's very
No,
brave.
Karen, you would not, Karen. She goes, I'd never wrap it up. That doesn't sit right with me. It's like a lie. Well,
I think
no,
Karen-
it's not, because you've been given a gift. You own it. It's your property. Now,
I
what you
think-
choose to do with it is up to you.
I think that's good energy. I mean, it's risky, but if Karen presented you with a gift saying this was for somebody else, but I feel like you would love
No,
this
she's
more
saying
than
someone
them.
bought it for Karen, right? Someone buys Karen, let's just say Karen, they buy her a soup tureen. And
She doesn't like it.
And she doesn't like it. And she goes up to me and she's like, hi, Lucy, Merry Christmas. Here's a soup tureen. It was a gift given to me, but I hate it. But Merry Christmas.
But I
I
thought
hope
of
you
you.
like it.
I thought
you
of
wouldn't
you.
do I listen, I love you, Karen, but you would not do that. I know that's what you'd want to do, but I don't think you'd
Thank
do
you,
that.
Karen. Thanks for weighing in.
Lauren goes, Lucy and Kel, I love your show. Regifting is okay as long as you're giving a gift that is meaningful and has some sort of purpose. Nobody wants a gift that's going to end up in the hard rubbish in 6 months' time. Correct.
That's the way I operate.
There are levels of regifting. Like if someone gives you something so truly abysmal,
Now, the word abysmal.
I'm just saying you wouldn't regift it. You might just put it at your home and deal with it. But it's if you get something that's nice but not quite you, or you've got a lot of, you might then regift that. Like
So-
my mugs that I regifted, I think that's a good regift.
Right,
They
so-
were lovely mugs. I just didn't have room for them.
And what you're saying is it's the thought that counts unless it's abysmal.
Yes.
All right.
There's so many rules to regifting. The regifting
There is.
rules.
I just haven't realised how many layers.
Yeah. This is a funny text from B. B, I can't believe this. I mean, I believe you, B, but she goes, once I left some clothes at a friend's place and she gave them to me as a Christmas present. I didn't even notice they were mine until she told me. I just thought, oh, how thoughtful of her.
Now, was she
but
doing
she must have been doing it to be funny.
as a joke?
Yeah.
So she's wrapped up the clothes that
Yes.
she's never taken back.
I thought you meant your friend who was like, here's some clothes. And you're like, these are familiar.
These jeans are just my size.
The Lucy and Kel podcast. You're going to love this next bit. Oh, spoiler alert.
I'm a parent of kids. The way I worked was that I had 2 kids and the kids grew up. And now I have a 20-year-old next year and an 18-year-old. So they're being young adults. but we also had twins. And we've got 2 twins. I know that makes mathematical sense when I say 2 twins. Matthew and Nina, they're going into year 7 next year. And they're already asking about mobile phones.
Yeah.
So the conversation this morning is about mobile phones and kids. I know everyone as a parent, if you've got kids of a certain age, tweens into teens, into young adults, inevitably the conversation will turn up that when do we get our children a mobile phone?
This is my question. Why do kids hit
Year
high
7.
school and they go, all right, cough up the phone, parents? Like, I don't understand that. That wasn't done when phones didn't exist when I went into
Phones did not exist when Lucy went to school.
Mobile phones didn't even exist. Oh my gosh. Like they did, but like they were the giant ones and only the richest of the rich.
We grew up
owned
with the
them.
flip phones, and flip phones were the coolest phones ever because you flip them. You know.
But kids so this is the thing. Like my daughter's in grade 6 next year. What on earth? That's crazy, right? And so she'll be high school a year after. And if she's like, oh, high school, where's my phone? I'm like, no.
I guarantee you there will be a moment next year where she'll say somebody in my class has a mobile phone.
But sorry, I'm just confused why everyone gets into senior and gets a phone, because unless they're going out and about and they need us to pick them up, which I'm still not going to allow my daughter in grade 7. They're still babies. I'm not sending her off to Coles.
Lucy is not letting Shiloh out of the house until 18.
No.
When she finds the love of a good husband and she marries her off.
That's not true. I've asked her to live with me forever and never marry.
Oh, right. So she's going to be a spinster.
And look after me as I age.
She'll go out, she'll milk the cows, and
That's
then she'll
right.
come inside.
But I don't understand this whole, I'm in grade 7, where's my phone?
Well, let me...
and I'm sorry, kids, if you are listening, and you were like, listen, Lucy, shush, this is how we roll
you're going
as grade
hard
7.
very, very early.
I have gone hard because I'm just confused.
Because, it's all about context, right?
Okay.
So my kids have grown up with their older brother and sister, and the same rules apply. This is the way kids work.
Well, who made that rule?
I know you've got Shiloh. She's got no siblings. But if you've got more than one kid, if it happens to one kid, it's got to happen to all the brothers and sisters.
No, because that means the kids are calling all the shots.
So
and the
their
kids don't
older
call
brother
the
and
shots.
sister received a mobile phone in year 7. Now, the only reason I would give a child a mobile phone at any age after year 7, because that was our rules in the past with my other children, was simply so that we could be in contact with them.
But
they were going into secondary school.
They're
They were going out a bit
school,
more.
and then
They were hanging out with their
they're
friends
not.
at Southland. It's a good way to keep contact, to keep safe. Lucy's context is that she didn't receive a mobile phone until she was
I don't know, because it was like the 90s.
18 years of age.
No, I think it was a bit earlier than that, but I was one of the first people to have one. But again, no one had phones. So I wasn't contacting any friends because not a single person in my school had a phone. Right. We didn't even know how to use them. They didn't look like the phones of today. Mine had an antenna that you had to flip on up.
All right, I think I need to remind you the basis of this conversation. It's the year 2025 and kids have phones.
No, but...
Let's cross now to somebody who was a teenager 3 weeks ago.
This is crazy.
Producer Casey. Good morning, Producer Casey again. Would you like to let us very quickly know about what you had to do to petition your mother for a mobile phone?
My older sister had an iPhone, so I really wanted one. And
how old are we talking, firstly?
Like 13, 14.
Oh,
yeah, so about the same age, just going into year 7.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And so I wanted one, and I told my sister, and she's like, well, you don't need one. Write an essay. If you can do a 3-paragraph essay of why you need an iPhone, I'll give you one. She was basically, Mum.
Casey had to do a TED Talk to petition her mother on the reasons why she needed a mobile phone
Did
at
you
the
write
age of
it?
13.
Oh, I wrote it.
And did you get one?
I wrote it, and I cried reading it.
Oh, my goodness.
She had to present
And I got
it.
one.
You got
Present
one?
it.
Yeah.
Well done, Casey.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. This is crazy talk to me. This
I do-
is it. Like you drop. Okay, now listen to me. Hear me and hear me well. If
You're
kids are
very
catching,
passionate.
well, you're not letting me talk. If kids are
All
catching,
you've done is talk.
if kids are catching buses and stuff, then by all means, yes, I am pro a phone. But if you have someone going into grade 7 and you drop them at school and pick them up, I'm confused as to why they need a phone. I'm worried about all the things they can access on phones. I'm worried about cyberbullying.
You
I'm
buy them
worried
a dumb
about
phone. Those dumb phones that are out there.
Well, if you get your kids a dumb phone, I'm okay with that. Casey had an iPhone. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, she had to do a TED Talk to get one. And she
But-
had to cry in front of
But
her
I'm
mother.
just saying, it makes no sense to me. That's all I'm saying.
When is Shiloh getting a mobile phone?
When she's got a job and can pay for one.
So 23. Michelle, who is a mum in Mooralbark, joins us. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Very good. Thank you so much for your patience,
So
Michelle.
patient.
You've been so
Appreciate
patient.
it.
What would you like to say in regards to at what age should kids be getting a mobile phone?
So, I don't think it should be a specific age. It really needs to be child dependent. So we've got one child who is quite mature and he would have been able to handle a phone a bit earlier, but his younger sister can't. So she's 15 and she still struggles with the temptation of going on all the things.
Yeah.
But we initially weren't going to have mobile phones, but then we realised, like one of your people that messaged in said, we don't have home phones these days, so how do you get in touch if your kids are at home? So we got a family phone.
Right.
It's a mobile phone that the kids can take if they're going somewhere, that if they're home, if my high schoolers are home and I'm at work, they can let me know that they're home or call me if they need to. But it's not their phone, it's our phone, and we can then have a bit more control over it.
I like that, Michelle. I really like that. That is a great idea.
This is why we have these conversations, for those very ideas. Thank you, Michelle.
That's very good. 10 out of 10 for
and
that.
Also, just talking about the fact that, yes, some kids are ready and some of your kids are not. If you've got multiple kids, you know the ones that are flying and you know the ones that might need a little bit of extra TLC.
Yes, Melissa, Listener of the Year in Croydon. Hello, Mel.
Good morning.
All right, what do you think, Mel?
Kel, just be aware your younger ones will be seeing what you've done for the older ones, so they will remind you of that. Don't do it.
Yes, I established that earlier, that if you've got multiple kids, unfortunately, the precedents you set with the older kids, the younger kids never forget. So, but again, that's not a reason to give them the phone at the same age.
Otherwise that means that children are running rings around the parents.
But that is a reality for people with multiple children like yourself, Melissa. How did you go with your kids?
Well, our girls got them in Year 7 because they were coming home via public transport, and it got to a point where they had to actually, if they wanted a new phone, they had to pay for it themselves.
Yes.
So you can put safeguards in place and not in the rooms and blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
No charging in the rooms because that causes fires. It's a minefield. I sometimes wish my kids were young enough for this media ban, but that horse is long since bolted.
Which I think is 6 or 7 days away, the media ban that we will probably be all talking about next week. Melissa, thank you so much. We are running out of time, but I do appreciate your patience and weighing in there in regards to mobile phones. And Taylor, another Listener of the Year from Bentley East, is joining us. Good morning, Taylor. Taylor, how do you feel about phones and kids?
I agree with what Michelle was saying about having a phone that is like the family phone that people can grab and just take if they need it. But also, I'd say the same age as when you get a house key.
Oh, the house key.
Oh, I like that. No one's ever said that before. That's cute.
Don't mind that.
Here's your key. Here's your phone.
That's a whole, it's a whole tradition of when do you give your kids these sort of unlocks the next part of your life. It is a minefield.
It is a minefield.
Chris, I'm going to find out from Chris very quickly. Where is Belmary, Chris?
Balnarring.
Balnarring. Love it.
That's with Casey.
It's all good. Casey's making up suburbs. We love it. Chris, what's the right age for kids to have a mobile phone?
Look, I think it's great that Lucy's actually done the research because I think, around 16, 17. Before that, it's very damaging, problematic. And, I mean, yes, you should actually be letting your kids to go out, as we all did as teenagers. But you say, right, you drop them off at 12:30, you pick them up at 2 o'clock. It gets them to actually be responsible with time. So there are other facets that are being lost under the excuse of, I need to be in contact.
I get it, Chris. I think the need to be in contact thing is not necessarily a lie, because I remember growing up in the 90s, kids, where my mum made me get a phone card because we had access to public telephones, and that's how we kept contact with our parents.
I used to reverse call my mum.
So, but the idea of being in contact with your parents over the phone is not a new idea. The problem is that the devices they are using now are so much more than just a phone.
Look, we love our kids, but of course they're going to be like, I just needed to contact you. And come on, everyone, we know what's going on.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Spare a thought for Lucy. She's got an owie. She's got 2 hours, actually. Would you like to tell everybody what the heavy weight that you're shouldering this morning, Luce?
I know.
But like a true professional, you're soldiering through.
Yeah.
No one would know unless I brought it up.
I can hardly talk. I'm surprised I should have called in sick. I have an ulcer in my mouth, as you do.
I was going to say, a mouth ulcer.
A mouth ulcer.
Everyone.
You know how you normally get an ulcer like down in like sort of like near your gum line, and it's from like you've brushed and you've used an old toothbrush and you've banged your gum, and then that's why you've got your ulcer.
Yeah, I find I get mine on the inside of your cheek.
No, I get mine down in generally down in the line, between your gum and the bottom of your mouth.
They're never fun.
But this one is right on my lip. You can't see it, and it just rubs constantly on my teeth.
Is it 2 or is it one big long one?
No, it's not that. No, it's a tiny dot.
No, it's a tiny dot.
No,
it's
there was
really
2.
Cool
the other one went.
Guys. It's a super cool one.
The other one went. So there's just one. I don't know why I said there's 2. And it's just there. Look.
Yeah, I can see. You keep showing me. You can show everyone.
So it's just a little round circle, but it is so sore. I can hardly talk, hardly eat. It wakes me up because my teeth are banging, and then I'm like, ah!
Gets you a bit frustrated?
I have not had an ulcer, I can't even think, for decades. Why?
Really?
Why now? No, for decades.
I don't know if this is medically correct, but a lot of people put it down to stress. Yeah. But I don't know why I don't know why doctors would be like, oh, this is the flu and this is whatever, but, ulcers are just stress.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure it's something else that's going on.
Maybe it's a deficiency.
There would be some. I was thinking that. Maybe alkalines or you're sort of dehydrated. I don't know how ulcers happen. I don't even really know what ulcers are because when you look at them, they're like from another world. They're like inside-out pimples.
Yeah, they do look like pimples.
They're weird.
They're so gross.
How'd you go about trying to get rid of them? Was I helpful? Not really.
Not really.
My suggestion? Would you like to have a guess, Melbourne, at what my suggestion was? And it wasn't Vegemite. I know a lot of people say Vegemite, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't know if that's true or not.
I've never done that.
I said, why don't we just throw on some Bonjela?
And I did.
Yeah.
And then I Googled it, or I chat GPT'd it. I said, does Bonjela fix ulcers? And chat's like, oh no, doesn't fix it.
And the fact that we have Bonjela is probably because Shiloh was a baby 8.5 years ago.
Not actually true.
It's not true?
No, you bought it for your son because he had an ulcer recently.
Too. And I thought Bonjela was the way to go. It's not.
I'm just quickly Googling it. And did you know it can be high stress, they say, but also women get them more because it can be hormonal levels and changes. It's perimenopause, guys.
I don't listen.
Everything is perimenopause.
Surely we can't blame ulcers.
You know how it's been so rainy and it's not summer and yet it is summer? Guess what? That's perimenopause, probably, because it's everything. Perimenopause ruins everything.
It's getting to the point, where perimenopause is the cause of all the world's problems.
Totally. Earthquakes, perimenopause. It's the same. It's the same thing.
I would like, if I could,
sad.
put together a Lucy list this morning.
The Lucy List.
Somebody will have the remedy. Somebody is listening to this conversation going, I know exactly what Lucy needs to do. And it's not Vegemite and it's not Bonjela and it's something else. I set an ice block at the end of the weekend. But that would only...
Let's numb it.
Well, that would only numb it, right. I feel like there should be something that sort of bursts it open. Does it need to burst open or does it just need to reduce in size and disappear?
No, don't burst open. You are so...
That'd be even worse, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and... You're making me mad.
I bet you old grandpas, like old grandfathers back in the 50s after the war, they just burst them open.
But they're not...
They're
not a cyst. I don't understand.
I don't know.
Have you never looked at one? It's like
but
a
I can't really
crater.
tell what it is.
It's like a little crater. You can't burst it.
I thought it was a crater, but it has like a clear bit of skin over it.
No, it doesn't at all. It's a crater. That's why it stings, because everything's touching the crater.
The mouth crater.
You are... I don't know if it's just that I'm angry because I've not slept, because my mouth also kept me up.
It's definitely perimenopause.
It's perimenopause. Anyway, I haven't even done a saltwater gargle, and I normally would have done that.
Maybe that's on your list. What can Lucy do?
I'm going to go do that at the 7 o'clock news.
What can Lucy do to help with the mouth ulcer?
Let's go to the text. So, Juliet in Edithvale says, oh my gosh, we're twins. She's got mouth ulcers too.
What a great thing to be twins about.
Except she's got one on the side of her tongue and the other on the tip of her tongue. Oh, that is the worst.
What's worse?
Well, no.
What's worse?
That is not ulcers. Juliet, that is not an ulcer.
Tell Juliet she has what she doesn't have or does have what she doesn't have. It's up to her to decide.
Juliet, that is not an ulcer. Juliet, that is an inflamed taste bud on your tongue. So you've got something different, I believe. Yours will be little white dots. That's not ulcers. That's just when your little taste buds get those inflammations, those white dots.
Sorry, Juliet. Again, she is not a medical professional. You may indeed have a tongue ulcer.
Juliet trusts me.
Okay.
She said she uses Kenalog, which is a thing you buy at the chemist, and she goes, and it's the best.
Sounds like cornflakes. Kenalog's cornflakes.
We're an hour into the show and I'm ready to throw you out the back door and invite Casey in to be my co-host.
Is that the ulcer talking? Okay.
B says warm water and salt. Yes, I haven't and I regret that bitterly because I think if I'd started doing that, it'd be gone. Karen goes, happy December. She would use saltwater gargle and she goes, saltwater fixes everything except perimenopause. True.
So saltwater, but can anyone tell me what it's doing? Or is this just something that was recommended to them and generationally people have just been doing saltwater? Like,
well, because it's the salt. It's the salt on the wound.
That's a great statement. It's the salt on the wound.
In the olden days, they'd pack wounds with salt? And it would hurt, but it would stop the wound from festering.
I believe they preserved meat on tall ships with salt. I don't know if they're just sticking salt in everything. Live Googling about what we did with salt.
Here we go.
Here we go, guys. Not a medical professional.
Here we go. Salt forces the liquid in cells to move out of the body when it comes into contact with them. So if there is bacteria in the liquids, it is forced out, cleansing the skin. This is why salt water has been used since ancient times to treat avoid cuts, wounds, sores, and skin irritations.
Look at you go.
The salt draws out the infection.
Well, these Art-Light family members are up to date.
I never knew till this day that is why we put salt on things, because it draws out liquid and it draws out the bad stuff within the liquid.
There we go.
Oh, I don't know about this, Monica. She goes, my nana's fix. I dab it dry, then I dab paste made of soap and water onto it.
Soap and water on a dry ulcer in the mouth.
Nope. Monica, that would hurt, Monica.
Unless you can break down as to what is actually happening. But maybe it was it her nana? Maybe her nana was just, Again, a lot of remedies around World War II. Not necessarily medically sound.
Wendy goes, I had one a couple of weeks ago. Dentist just said, gargle with salt water and then come back and see if it's still there. And she goes, I guess I would have gotten antibiotics after that. I didn't know I could get antibiotics because I always go after 2 days. You just have 2 days of whinging. Juliet wants to thank me. She's just texted going, thank you. I've never heard of an inflamed taste bud before because I did diagnose her on air.
Oh, yes, you did.
You're welcome. Would you like that bulk bill, Juliet? And Christine goes, chew a piece of parsley and hold it in your mouth and something about the enzymes fix it.
Oh, go out to the herb garden and grab you some parsley.
Look, there's a whole bunch of different ones there.
Are you going to utilise any of them or are you just going to keep whinging for a couple of days?
I think whinging feels best.
Whinging.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
And dare I say, at the end of another successful podcast, well done everybody involved. I will say we are fast running out of time in the year and the breakfast show itself will be going on a bit of a holiday over Christmas. So there's only about 2 weeks left of availability as it comes to podcasts. So enjoy the ones that we do deliver to you between now and the end of the year. And then we're going to be taking a little bit of a break and be coming back, as far as we're aware, be coming back next year, bigger and better than ever. Will we get to our 200th episode between now and the end of next week? With one thing or another, I'm not exactly sure. I can't even remember what episode this is yet. Go and check the episode.
I wouldn't know. No idea.
We are very close to episode 200. I think we'll crack it before 2025. Good luck, everyone. And until we meet again, everybody.
Whoop, whoop.
Well, that's all for now. But you can download more podcasts anytime or catch Lucy and Kel live weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on 89.9 The Light.
This is the end bit. This is the end bit.
Woo!
This is the end bit of the show.
And bit.